Hey guys, Diplex here again. Welcome back to Star Wars Galaxy at War. This is the Battle of Geonosis Part 2. In case you missed Part 1, there is going to be a link to it in the description box below. And in that part, we witnessed a huge frontal assault. We had clone walkers, hover tanks, and a variety of different legions. And according to you guys in the comment section, Phase 1 clones, at least during the Battle of Geonosis, had no specific armor color schemes dependent on their legion. Apparently that was added afterwards. The only color markings on their armor would signify their rank or role in battle. That's how I kind of read it and understood it. So I don't know why they've done it like that in this mod, but that's just kind of how it is. So that's nothing I've been interfering with. And someone said that I did not deploy the 327th, that it was indeed the 212th, because the 327 had some sort of shoulder stuff. And once again, that's how this mod created them, I suppose, or displaced them rather. I have, however, deployed the 212th today, and they will look a bit different. The 212th is a little bit more orange in the color, whereas the 327th, at least from what I could tell in the previous video, were a little more yellow. Alright guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and start the battle. Two super battle droids guarding a secret entrance to the base are going to be defeated by a platoon of clone commandos. They are attacking this side entrance of the base ahead of the main attack. Their objective is to link up with the 501st and all the other clones attacking the front gate later on. But first, they have to try and clear out parts of this base. Or should I say factory. So it's so heavily defended, there are so many droids inside that attacking from just the front entrance would be near impossible. So that is why the Republic deployed these clone commandos here to kind of enter the base from the side, do some damage, and then link up with the main clone force here just as the attack on the main hall commences. This is a massive area, heavily defended by droids. We're gonna head back here and just watch as the clone commandos make their way down this staircase. Or stairwell, I guess. Grenades are being thrown. Back and forth. Brutal fighting here. And, fun fact, 1,000 clone commandos were deployed on Geonosis, so we're gonna see about 6% of that. I reckon 2 platoons should be enough for this particular base, which is a big number for an entire planet, you know, to spend 6% on one manufactory. I don't know how vast the, you know, the droid factories, like how much of the planet they covered, or how many bases they had, or how many, like, capital areas, rather. Because during the Battle of Geonosis, you don't really... I mean, you see one area of it, but I reckon since it's a planet, it should occur, like, there should be fighting on several places. Anyway, we're gonna head outside and watch as the main assault begins. We have 2 A4 Juggernauts, and I've read a lot of comments about how small they are. This is the A4 Juggernaut. It carries 20 men. It's one of the smaller vehicles. It's one of the smaller variants. The A5 and A6 are much bigger, way bigger. In fact, the A6 makes this ATTE look like an ATST compared to an AT-AT, if that makes any sense. So we have troops from the 212th Attack Battalion moving in right now, since the 327th were wiped out previously. We also have troops from the 501st. They're battling some of the native Geonosians here by the outside of the base. This is really cool. Oh, that was cool. ATTE has reached its stationary position. It doesn't want to get too close to the factory gates. The A4 Juggernauts are posted outside as well. The main assault is about to begin. We have clones from the 501st and 212th right now moving in. And it's about to be one hell of a firefight. The droids are awaiting the clones to get closer. They're hiding behind the boxes. Any second now, the attack is about to begin. And the fight is on. Luckily for the clones, the ATTE can support from the outside. Scoring a few good hits there on the droids. Got a sergeant up here. Finding his way closer. Leading the charge. He's quite far ahead of his friends. Further back, or comrades, should I say. Who are grouped up near some cover. We have more clones outside. More are waiting to enter. But so far, they're a little bit bugged down here by the main entrance. They're not really breaking in as quickly as they would like to. They're taking fire from many different angles. So we're going to head back here and see how the clone commandos are doing. They've made it kind of far. No, they haven't. Never mind. I just saw a dead clone commando here. We might be looking at the rest over here. Now, what I think I need to do is actually quickly give these guys a command. I did realize, and I didn't mention it early on, but I was going to, so I just forgot. But I do have to be in partial control, or command rather, of the clone commandos today, just in order to make this scenario a possibility. We're going to give them an attack move up here, and we're going to watch as they attempt to clear parts of this base out in order to link up with the 501st on the other side of this massive rock wall. I really love the clone commando weaponry. It's just something special. It's awesome. Love the way it sounds. And these guys all carry 4 weapons. Each commando carries 4 weapons. So it carries one sort of a submachine gun variant, a rifle variant, and a grenade launcher variant. All the weapons look extremely similar, but they act very differently. And then, of course, a pistol. But they look to have kind of the same base in terms of design. The 501st is now cleared the main hall. We should be looking at more clones make their way in here as well. And yeah, now the last part of this attack begins, which is to secure the main office up here. I'm not sure what to call it. It's kind of a control center, I suppose. But yeah, that's the main objective. And we're going to need a lot of clones, a lot of commandos, a lot of willpower, a lot of firepower. It's just gonna be a tricky one. Once again, the camera is a little funky when you're moving around, alternating terrain, especially alternating altitude or elevation, rather. That's what I was looking for. The marksman rifle is coming to good use here. It's a 5-shot rifle, or it's got an ammo capacity of 5 rounds per magazine. I think the other blaster has around 30 or 60, so it's much more versatile, or it's actually much better for clearing out areas like these. You don't want to reload in a situation like this. But the rifle variant is coming in very handy at range. And it's practically a one-shot kill, so these guys are doing good work here. This is just a small part of all the commandos deployed here today. So where's the rest of my commando platoon? Where are they held up? They, of course, in regular Men of War fashion, are posted up back here. Way out of bounds. I'm going to court-martial these guys for going AWOL. Alright. Let's get some more 501st troops inside. This is just always a dilemma with pathfinding and walls and stuff. I wish they could implement the fact that if you can't move across the terrain, you can't see through the terrain. And I'm not saying they see the enemy opposite the terrain, or the rock wall, rather. It's that they sense that they are there because they can essentially hear them. And yeah, that does make sense, but you wouldn't try and engage someone through a wall. You wouldn't download a rock wall, okay? You wouldn't download a rock wall. So why try and engage your enemy through it? Anyway, we're starting to gather up some troops from the 212. We got Commandos, we got 501st. We got a holy mix of troops right here. And they are all about to attack the top floor. I don't think there's any cool way of, or pretty way, or I don't know. There's no chill way of doing this, bro. But we just have to send these through. Some are gonna die, and they know it. We got a squad here that's actually willing to be the first ones through. Kind of like the forlorn hope. Oh, big grenade. They are pushing through, though. This is an interesting battle. It's been very unique in many ways, the way we've seen some combat occur. And it was nice to control some units. We haven't done that in a long time. That is one hell of a throw. Oh, be careful. All right, no casualties. Look at him. Look, he's looking up above. That is so cool. Yeah. What if there's droids or bugs crawling? Like the Geonosians could essentially be crawling around these rock walls. That would be incredibly advanced, but cool nonetheless. Anyway, it's time to go for the final objective. We're going to select more Commandos. We're going to just select everything we got, really. And we're going to start sending it up to capture the main part, or the head part, or whatever you want to call it. Oh! Slippery fingers. He was trying to pick up that hand grenade multiple times. Failed doing it every time. Luckily for him, he was killed by a blaster before ultimately being completely erased from the world by a hand grenade. Probably a nastier way to go, although I don't think you'd feel it if you just turned into nothing instantly. Oh, this is a tricky one. Grenade out. You're going to want to watch out for that one. Jesus. Nice use of a hand grenade. Oh! Good save by the droid, not as slippery in terms of the fingers. Kind of makes sense. I'm not sure if I'm against the idea of crawling up here. But, yeah, that second hand grenade might actually be good for him. Two droids remain, and they are both... Oh, they're both commander droids. So probably the heads of this factory. Although I think you'd have like one of them cis guys in control of this factory. Like that sounds weird, but like you know, what's that race? I don't know, but the ones that were the archdukes of the Confederacy or something. Yeah, that would make sense. And they would be sitting here and be like, oh, all terrified when these clones come in. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. Sorry, I was having a hiccup there in the middle of a sentence. Kind of cracked my voice up. We're having we've had a good time on this map. It's been interesting. It's been a kind of a chill battle. It's not been all too hectic and crazy, but it's all been cleared out. We're gonna mark the clone casualties in red, they're all clones, and the droid casualties in yellow. The clearing of this main hall was way more smooth for the clones than I thought it would be. This was cool too, and I really like this fighting around this area, having all these clones up here on this plateau, firing down at the droids below, and yeah. So I want to show you guys something because you've all been asking about these juggernauts and why they are so small. I will show you that it is indeed the Juggernaut A4, which is totally accurate in this case. It should be under heavy vehicles. Here we go. This is the Juggernaut A4. It's very similar to A5 and A6 as well, which is why you think it's a bug or that it's just wrong, that it's too small, but it's not. That's the A4, right? Now, for reference, here's an AT. I'm gonna move out a little bit so we get some more space. So you should kind of be aware of what's going to happen now. That's an ATTE, which is a fairly substantial walker. This is the A5, and already we're larger than the ATTE, right? This is what you've probably seen in Episode 3, perhaps Clone Wars, who knows? But if you want to really, really make a point, you bring in the A6. This thing is about, like, 1/10 or 1/15 the size of this battlefield. You couldn't really drive this thing around. It's crazy. You're going to need some very specific maps for this bad boy. And this thing fills only 44, but it's like a cap or a maximum. I don't know. The AT takes 44 men as well. This guy does 24, so that's 10 more than the A4. But yeah, so this is the A4. This is the A6. So now you know the difference. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle. I thought it was pretty cool. I enjoy having, like, clone commandos working together with regular clone troopers and having, like, these two-way approaches to this base. I don't know what's going on right now. This base. Yeah. And we even got a dude up here. Like, sometimes he broke the window and jumped out. Like, I don't know what's going on. He's contemplating his life right now. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this. We're going to make sure this clone gets out alive. He's a good guy. Can we get you out? The hand of God's just going to lift you down. There we go. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this, and I will see you guys soon again. Ciao.